A gente está aqui agora com o Ministro de Relações Exteriores da Arábia Saudita, Adel Al-Jubeir. A gente vai conversar um pouco, ele acabou de participar de um painel falando da importância de transição energética e outros temas de relação bilateral com o Brasil. Minister, thank you for your time. Saudi Arabia is the largest oil exporter in the world, and we're also really engaging in the energy transition. How to balance this? How to know the right pace to do both?
Well, we are the largest exporter of oil, but we think of ourselves as an energy exporter. We are very large investors in alternative and renewable sources of energy, whether it's solar, whether it's wind, whether it's hydro. We're looking at nuclear. We will be one of the largest producers and exporters of clean hydrogen. We are building one of the largest plants as we speak in northern Saudi Arabia and NEOM. So we see ourselves as an energy exporter to the world, and we believe that those investments are very profitable investments, and we believe that they will be very good for the global economy, they will be very good for climate, and they will be very good for Saudi Arabia.
When you look to green investments, we are seeing a lot of private investors setting back, looking for better returns and for higher returns. Do you think that will be the right time to the private sector to get into green energy? It's more like a global policy or public policy than an asset class for now?
I believe that what is called green energy is extremely profitable. I believe the initiatives that have to do with environmental issues are very profitable. In Saudi Arabia, we have almost 80 different initiatives, from turning waste into energy, from solar, hydro, wind. We are working on marine life. We're looking at protecting of land. We're looking at efficiencies. We're looking at hydrogen production. We're looking at, and all of them are profitable. So the idea that renewable energy is only done for altruistic reasons is really not correct. We have found this area to be very, very profitable, and I expect that as more and more investors realize how profitable this segment is, that more investment capital will flow into this area than already exists.
President Lula mentioned this morning about the relevance of the global south. Do you see these countries more alignment between these countries, considering also the geopolitical change we're in?
I believe that there is one world and there is one global community. It's like a city. You have different neighborhoods. With regard to the global south, it's the countries that are emerging, the countries that are developing, the countries that, and the north is viewed as the industrial countries, the advanced industrial countries, and there has to be a dialogue between the different neighborhoods in our world, and this dialogue is taking place. There are needs that each country has and that each region has, and there are assets that each country can provide and each region can provide, and I believe by engaging in a dialogue, in a dialogue that's mutually beneficial, everybody benefits. It's when you don't have dialogue that you have problems. But and I believe what President Lula was talking about was the need for the countries of the South to have their voices heard, to have their positions articulated, and to use the resources that they have in order to enhance their well-being. It doesn't come at the expense of anyone else. I believe the whole world benefits when we do the right thing, and this is what Saudi Arabia's policy has been. We connect with the world. We want to be connected with the world. We are an energy supplier to the world. We are a big investor in the world. Geographically, we sit between 3 different continents. 3 of the world's most important waterways are around us: the Strait of Hormuz, the Bab al-Mandab, the Suez Canal. Mecca and Medina, the center of the Islamic world, the 2 holiest cities, are in Saudi Arabia. We have sent more than 500,000 of our young men and women to study around the world. It's all about being connected with the world and connecting the world with us. This is how we believe we can move towards a better world in which everybody benefits.
In terms of bilateral cooperations between Brazil and Saudi Arabia, what do you think? What do you see space for growth?
The relationship between Saudi Arabia and Brazil is a very, very special relationship. It's a very long relationship. It's a relationship that is mutually beneficial. We both believe in the principle of sovereignty of nations. We believe in the principle of non-interference. We believe in the principle of solving conflicts through peaceful means. We believe in the importance or the priority to our citizens, in giving them the ability to improve their well-being, giving them the opportunity to excel, giving them the opportunity to achieve their hopes and their dreams and their ambitions. We don't have any ambitions beyond our borders, and by we I mean neither Brazil nor Saudi Arabia. We're not interested in spreading power. We want to spread goodwill. We want to solve conflict. We want to build bridges. We want to trade. We want to invest. So philosophically, we are very, very much aligned. And practically, our two economies are complementary. We don't compete. You have food, we need food. We're both energy producers. We're both big investors in green energy and renewable energy. We both have an interest in mining. We work together on technology, on aerospace, on services. And so that is why Saudi Arabia is the largest market for Brazilian products in the Middle East. And Saudi Arabia is a big investor in the Brazilian economy and in Brazilian companies. And we intend to do more because it's profitable for us and for our Brazilian partners. And we expect that Brazilian products in Saudi Arabia will increase because they're good products and because it's a mutually beneficial relationship. And this is a relationship that is fairly rare among countries, where you have a philosophical alignment on the outlook of the country, and you have a practical alignment when it comes to economics and trade and finance. And then on top of it, we have had very, very strong personal relations between the leaders of our two countries.
Thank you so much.
And I forgot, but last but not least, we have a common passion for soccer.
What is your team?
Your soccer team.
I would rather not disclose it, but we have a lot of. When I was young, I had the privilege to meet Pelé. I was 11 years old or 12 years old. He was in Germany attending the World Cup 1974, an unforgettable experience. And so we have Brazilian players in Saudi Arabia. We've had them in Saudi Arabia since the 70s. They've enriched our football teams. They've enriched the sport in Saudi Arabia. We follow the Brazilian teams, the Brazilian league, with great interest. And so this is a passion that both of our countries and our people share.